Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Message from Deep Space. I'm Alex Rose, aka SafetyNet, and we're on week 28. Uh, so, as usual, let's check in our dictionary to go over what we found last time. So, last time we talked about some more grammatical concepts. We talked about things that are abstract ideas and things that are specific instances or well defined versions of something. And we also defined kinda, which I feel a little bit vague about, which is ironic. Um, where this seems to be like something is comparable to something else, or roughly equivalent to. If Collins suggested is, and she's the word expert, so that does make sense. But I worry that I already have a defined is, and I kind of like the way it is defined because that seems to ascribe a more specific aspect of something. So I'm going to leave this as kind of, we will adjust if we need to. Um, and then we had most. Or if something has a measurable quality, if it is the highest amount of that measurable quality. So which doesn't necessarily mean the biggest, because we learn most in the context of defining things like smallest. Our new signal, -110, is some kind of adjective. And it's a collection 0 can contain this item. Therefore, collection 0 is -7, -6. Numbers before up to 7. So collection 1 is... So this might just be numbers. A number is a noun, though. So maybe numerical would be more accurate. Therefore, collection 1, answer this, and collection 0 equals collection 1. So, yeah, let's try numerical. It could be integers as well. It could be real number. No. Are real numbers positive? I don't remember. Okay, so if there is a planet X whose mass is 2 planetary masses, and a planet 1 whose mass is 0.5 planetary masses, then and planet 2 whose mass is 3 planetary masses, and Doppler has a mass of 1 planetary mass. Therefore, Doppler bigger numerical planet. So maybe it's saying like how many planets is Doppler bigger than? So Doppler is bigger than 1 planet and smaller than 2. That is what I think it is asking. Bigger than 1, smaller than 2. Now, do I have this backwards? No. Okay. So they're not using it like bigger or smaller. Oh, wait, hold on. So these are statements. So something, these will either be true or false. So if Doppler is, oh, maybe this is all? All. Interesting choice, Dr. Rose. The more I look at it, the more it works. And it sounds like a pretty good fit. Nice one, Dr. Rose. Yeah, I think that makes sense here. Because it's asking if this is bigger than all planets or smaller than all planets, both of which are false. Right on. Alright, I've got to share something. I might as just erase it. Is it relevant? A little. That means no. I was reading a science journal last night and discovered a discovery. Discovered a discovery. The genius at work. Two astrophysicists, Jacob Bekenstein and Stephen Hawking, made a discovery on black holes. Black holes expel energy and, given enough time, will evaporate entirely. And I had to put the journal down and sit for about an hour or two on this one. I came to realize that there are two major conclusions to draw from this. Black holes are not the immortal beings that we thought they were. They curve space-time so immensely that to escape their gravitational pull, mass would have to exceed the speed of light. Big no-no. Nothing, not even light, can escape. Hey, you took my line. Come on, man, I'm the astronomer. Let me say that one. Oops. Well, fine. So nothing, not even light, can escape. But it turns out some things can escape, not by gravity, but by quantum mechanic wizardry. I wonder if that's why they didn't give us a map of black holes, because maybe over 180,000 years they would change too much. Okay, all stars are bigger than all planets. Therefore, most smallest star uh bigger than most uh is bigger than most bigger planets. Or the biggest planets. Is that true? Because if we, well, I guess they said that a neutron star is not a star. Um, I am curious, Akers. You said there were two things to note about the black hole discovery. Ah, yes. The Akers' second black hole conclusion. This discovery is one of the few links between quantum mechanics and general relativity. Did you just name a discovery from someone else's research after yourself? Mm-hmm. Quantum mechanics explains the very small, while general relativity explains the very big. And the two fields are incredibly powerful, incredibly predictive, but their math falls apart in the extremes of the universe. In black holes, mass of infinite density in the Big Bang, all mass at one time. In these extremes, the math of quantum mechanics and the math of general relativity can no longer speak to each other. So that's what makes this discovery all the more meaningful. You said it explains a property of black holes using quantum mechanics. It unifies the two, which means it is but one step closer to the theory of everything. Really, Bautista? Don't, you know what you did. Nope. You took my line again. Oops. The theory of everything. Go back to that. What would that mean? It'd mean we could have a full description of physics. The rules built into the fabric of our universe. I think that's such an interesting thing to try and devise, because surely the math does not work out nice in many regards. Okay, all that to say that this is a picture of a star and a planet. Okay, so we have a new word. It's an adjective, and it is kinda abstract. And that's all that they are giving us. So we're just gonna call it kinda abstract. And let's see what they give us after the past. All opposites. Kinda. What? Kinda inverse? Oh, I guess opposite is probably how we defined inverse. All opposite, kinda Is it the new word that they gave us? But we don't know anything about it. Hmm? Cluster equals... Is this also the new word? What is this? What is this word? No, don't just proceed yet. I'm pissed off about this. Okay. So, this is an adjective. It's kind of all count divided. So, collection 0 all is kinda 20. So this would be the sum, like the set sum. Hmm. And if collection 0 something kinda 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and collection 1 all kinda 15, collection 1 count kinda 3, collection 1 something kinda... It's gonna be 3, I think, but no? Okay, it's not gonna be 3. So... if this is an adjective, and it is kind of all count divided. Now, we can use kinda to mean some, like, that it relates to. So, if we're relating to the count divided, so this has a sum of 20 and 5 items, and this is kind of 4. So 20 divided by 5 is 4, which is coincidentally how you would count the mean. So then this would be 15 divided by 3 is kind of 5. Perfect. Mean? What's up with that? Are the aliens being mean? No, Dr. Rose meant... Never mind. Meant what? Meant what? I mean the average, Acres. I mean the average. You're an astronomer. You should know these things. Okay, so given 4 spheres, which is the median sphere? Or the mean sphere? Do we think that maybe it wants us to take... So it wants us to create a sphere. So the position would be at 0, 0, 0. And the color, 58, 51, 53, 62. But let's do the size next. So 3.5, 3, 4, and 1.5. So 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So size 3. And the color 51 and 53 and 58 and 62. So 58 plus 62 is 120. And then we're going to 204 divided by 4 is 51. That doesn't sound right. 120, 204, 224. So that would be 55, 56. No, wait. Yes, 56. No? I was so confident. I guess let's make sure these positions invert. So, yeah, -4 will cancel out 4. Uh, -4 will cancel out 4. Yeah, so position 0, 0, 0. Oh, wait, do these not use parentheticals? I think that they don't use parentheticals. Nope, okay. I guess they put commas at the end. Hmm. What does that leave? That leaves a math error. So let's throw this stuff in a calculator. Okay, so 51 plus 62. 113 plus 58. And 171 plus 53. Right? 224 divided by 4. 56 tracks with what we have. Then perhaps color. Not color, size. We have 3.5 plus 3, so 6.5, plus 4, 10.5, plus 1.5 is 12, divided by 4 is 3. So this looks correct. I guess maybe they what? Maybe they want the thing that would be closest to the average? Because none of these things are exactly average. Okay, 1.5, 4, 3.53. If we're just going off of size, then that would be the second sphere. No. And just to eliminate... Oh, but 0 indexed. But just to eliminate that this is not... that this is what it's asking for. No! Really? I guess it's if you average the other 3? Hmm. That can't account for position, then. But let's see. 51 plus 62 plus 53. 104. 166. Does that divide out to 58? I don't think it does. 104. Yeah, 166 divided by 4 would be 40. 42? Or no, divided by 3 though. Would be. Could that be something 58? 150. 124? No, that doesn't make any sense. Hmm. But the way that they described it, I don't know. So this is kind of. Let's move to our new word for now. Well, let's tack maybe a G on mean. Actually, let's just hop in our notes. It's unclear what this means in the context of sphere at when given 4 spheres. The answer was not the average position slash radius slash color, but one of the middling spheres. Okay, so it's kind of greater than mean, and if we say, in real life, when we say that something is greater than the mean, we describe it as above average. So, if collection 0 is 14433, and collection 0 above average is equals a number. Now, if we were to do the median, that number would go from 1, 4, 3, 4, and then 3 in the middle. So if that would be the median. If we were taking the actual average, or they give us the actual average of 3. Check that 8 plus, yeah, that's true. And so above average equals bigger 3. Greater than 3. So collection 0's above average. Oh, how many things are above the average? 2. No, okay. I'm pretty good about that one. Could be 4 if it is inclusive. Okay. Okay, above average is kind of abstract. Above average, kind of most greater than count. What? We're in a little loosey-goosey with the aliens. Okay, so given we have a collection 0, a shape 0, a shape 1, var 63, it's a big number. I guess that would be their 99, and shape 2 and shape 3. So here they're defining above average noun. So they're not saying that it's above average. It's saying to like count how many things meet a criteria. So I don't know if this kind of most count is, most greater than count is, but in this case, our nouns are shape 0, shape 1, shape 2, shape 3. I think. Wouldn't var 63 also be a noun? No. Possibly var 4 then. No. Okay. So it's not that R. So we're going to go back to above average. Heck, our guessing flag on there. So when they did above average in the last transmission, then this required a count. But we didn't have this noun kinda. We had just above average. And we also had above average is kinda greater than mean. And here we have above average is kinda greater than kind of the thing that is the most greater than the count. And I'm assuming it doesn't want just a straight numerical answer here. Then, like if I feed it 0 through 5, that should prove that. Yeah. So it doesn't just want some number of things from this collection. Not when we say uh, noun kinda after our definition. Hmm. So what does that leave? That leaves um, a definition that it wants of some kind. So the above average noun kinda. What kinds of words do we have that are nouns? We have all, most, no, all, maybe all. Um, we have these heavenly body nouns. Um, we have atomic nouns. We have not a ton of useful nouns. All right. What ideas do you guys have? I'm stumbling and fumbling and bumbling over most, greater than, count. I could just get that. I could follow along. I take most to mean the most extreme case, the biggest of big numbers, the smallest of small numbers. While greater than is a term in which we are quite confident. Yeah, greater than is A is greater than B. Count once again relates to a quantity, an amount, a count, a total. Once again, I'm right there with you. So let's put it all together. Most greater than count is what exactly? I interpret as the things that it appears. Oh, that makes sense. So then the thing that appears the most is a shape. You are a genius, Collins. Um, so we're missing 6 atom 6 and 12 atom 8. Is it possible we're missing 6 copies of a molecule with an atom 6 and 2 atom 8? Oh, is that? Oh, that was an earlier idea. Does I was like, whoa, we're not going back to chemistry on this one, are we? No. Okay, collection 0 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. greater than alternative, less than. Collection 0, above average. Okay, so it wants either a greater than or less than. So the average here is 6, 10, 15, 21, 28. 28 divided by 8. So that is like 4. It is 3 point something. And at 3 point something, then 3 is less than. Okay, that would mean that 3 must be greater than. So that doesn't make sense. So not with my current definition. So let's challenge our assumptions. So it's kind of the most greater than count. And before that, they said it's kind of the greater than the mean. And then here they said, so they're defining an above average. But here we have an undefined one, so we're left with what we have to assume is a base definition. Oh wait, the average is greater than 3. I forgot which side points to what. So I think my hypothesis still holds. Okay, Matar smaller, above average all-star. Therefore, so the alien star is smaller than the average of all stars. I feel like you could say mean here. Therefore, statement Matar is smaller than mean star equals true. I guess they're telling us that, yeah, okay. I said they could say mean here, and they agreed. Okay. Excuse me. New word. It's relating to the mean and the above average. It's an adjective. It's kind of less than mean, and kind of opposite. I'm gonna lock in above average, and I'm gonna hit below average. And so below average is opposite above average. Okay. Their collection 0, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3. Collection 0 mean is 3. Collection 0 below average. So I believe that's just 1. Right? Okay, a little bit weird how they used above and below average, but largely makes sense. All right, Doppler. Hello, how you doing? This week I've been all too eager to hear what you four have discovered. And now, what have we learned? Oh, you got hops. We're still in Dr. Rose and Carrier's language land. Yuck. Hey, this is what I live for. Language is meaning. Language is boring. Give me more space stuff. Did you call language boring? Language is our greatest strength as a species. How about this for some language? Blah, blah, blah. That might be the most insightful thing you've contributed all week. Alright, enough. I expect this behavior from Akers, but not from you, Collins. Sorry, he struck a nerve. Clearly. So what did we learn? Alien language is context dependent, just like human language. Make that make sense for him. In Dr. Rose's words, all kind of abstract, mean, above average, below average. I think I get the picture. Context dependent language. It's beautiful. I agree. I agree. Oh, he speaks? These words are helpful for describing statistical distributions. And that's why you're both on the team. Language brain, math brain, Dr. Rose puts it all together. What about me? You've got personality, Akers. So I've been told. And you're one heck of an astronomer. As I've been told many a times. But you're even better at fetching coffee. Ah, you always gotta knock me down, don't you? Only when you're out of hand. Now let's rest up. We've got a big week coming. We're on the verge of a massive breakthrough. I can feel it. Me too. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty clean week. Pretty in the rhythm of it. Um, uh, got our superlatives done. All or nothing. And talking about above or below average. All useful, but a little bit more hard to define. Um, it was nice that they included an example of how you can count things that are above average, because that's something that will probably be relevant for us, and it will be easy to have as nice to have as a reference later. Um, Alan's journal. Status ready. Doppler says we got a big week coming up. I hope he's right. Batista's log. Statistical distributions. Why? Where are the aliens going? What distribution will they describe? Carrie's diary. Dear diary, the aliens are defining context-dependent language. It's powerful. I can't wait to see how they wield this linguistic power. Alan doesn't understand. A shame. Doppler's report. We've learned a great deal about the absurd complexity of the meteor's external strut. Its metal muscle. This alone has advanced material science decades from a mere 7 months of investigation. Unbelievable unique boron and carbon allotropes. The peculiar alloys only scratch the surface. Rose's thoughts. Context-dependent language seems useful but hard. I'm excited. It feels like the more exciting front right now is the material science. All right. So we are going to stop there for now. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.